Imagine this secret, vulnerable scene that you never tell anyone about. It is 2 in the morning. You promised yourself you would go to bed early because your mind is already critically overloaded, but you sit in the dark, illuminated only by the cold light of the screen, watching your 70th short video in a row. You do not even remember what the previous one was about. Your eyes are watering, your neck is stiff, but you feel paralyzed. You physically cannot force your own finger to stop swiping up. Your brain desperately begs for silence, but your hand continues to reach for a new dose of visual noise. You seem stuck in a digital trance, watching yourself from the outside. And then the battery dies, and the screen goes dark, and this sticky, suffocating feeling of guilt sets in. You are left alone with the darkness of your bedroom. You stare at the black ceiling and think, why am I so weak? Why can other people just close the app and go to sleep, but I cannot control my own hands? You are convinced that there is something fundamentally wrong with you. You sincerely believe that this is your personal flaw, your stupidity, your addiction, and a complete lack of discipline. Stop right now. Take a deep, slow breath and exhale all that accumulated shame. I am here to tell you what society hides behind convenient labels. You are absolutely fine. You are not lazy, you are not weak, and you do not have a deficit of will. What you take for your personal flaw is actually a sign that your brain is a high-precision instrument operating in 8K resolution. You are an orchid in a world built for dandelions. While other people simply filter out the noise, your nervous system absorbs every nuance, every subtle signal, and every drop of dopamine. This is your evolutionary superpower, noticing what others miss. But it is exactly this depth that makes you an ideal target. Understand this, against your brain, which evolved for millions of years to survive in the forest, thousands of the best engineers and neuropsychologists from Silicon Valley are working today. They use supercomputers to find a back door into your unique empathetic psyche. This is not a fair fight. Trying to defeat these algorithms with simple willpower is like trying to stop an avalanche with your bare hands. You are not losing the battle. You are simply inside a system that was designed to hack people exactly like you. And today, we will finally remove that loser label to see the true mechanics of your superiority. To understand how your freedom of choice was stolen, we need to look into the clock speed of your soul. In 1983, neurobiologist Benjamin Libet conducted an experiment that changed our understanding of reality forever. He proved your brain makes a decision 300 milliseconds before you realize it. Think about it. The impulse in the motor cortex has already occurred. Your hand has already started moving toward the smartphone, but your conscious self does not even suspect the decision has been made. You are a passenger in your own head, sincerely convinced that you are the one behind the wheel. But for you, as a person with a highly sensitive nervous system, this story becomes even more complex. Your neural architecture is characterized by hyperconnectivity. In empaths and neurodivergent people, signals between the anterior insula and the prefrontal cortex move at extreme speeds. You process the world in 8K resolution, while others see only foggy pixels. Your ability to predict others' emotions and read microsignals from the environment is a biological gift. But it is precisely this tiny 300 millisecond gap between impulse and awareness that modern predictive algorithms exploit. They do not just guess your desires, they create your digital shadow. The artificial intelligence in your phone analyzes your neural signature, how your finger trembles slightly before you click, how the microdilation of your pupils betrays a hidden interest, and how your skin's electrical resistance changes at the sight of a specific headline. Right now, supercomputers are running millions of simulations of your behavior. They know your next step before your neurons even have a chance to exchange a signal. This is called hacking the prediction loop. Your brain is a prediction machine by nature. It constantly tries to guess the future to save energy. The algorithm feeds you exactly the video that fits perfectly into your current hormonal background. It triggers a micro-release of dopamine at the exact moment when your vigilance is at zero. You feel chronic fatigue not because you are weak, you are exhausted because your brain is spending a colossal amount of glucose and oxygen trying to anticipate the machine's next step. This is a biological overload that literally burns your internal resources into the void. Your attention, the most expensive resource on the planet, has long been put up for a high-speed auction where bids on your next emotion are updated thousands of times per second. And the only way to get out of this game is to understand where the algorithm ends and where you begin. Now that you have realized you are inside a global hacking system, it is time to take back the keys to your mind. Remember, your willpower is a poor ally here. Trying to defeat an algorithm with will alone is like trying to shout down a jet engine. We do not need strength, we need neurobiological cunning. We will use the very vulnerabilities they exploited to reclaim your mind. I will give you 3 tools that will expand that 300 millisecond gap and put you back in the driver's seat. Tool number 1, digital desaturation. Our brains are evolutionarily programmed to react to bright, saturated colors as signs of ripe fruit or danger. App designers use poisonous red for notifications and juicy colors in your feed to trigger constant microbursts of dopamine. Right now, as you listen to this, go into your phone's settings and turn on grayscale mode. When your infinite TikTok feed turns into a black and white movie from the 50s, it instantly loses 80% of its hypnotic magic. You are literally turning off your brain's appetite for visual noise. Tool number 2, the tactile anchor. Look at our heroine. She isn't just holding a glowing shield for no reason. In moments of digital trance, your body falls asleep and your consciousness floats away into a cloud of data. To return, you need a physical signal. Carry a small object with a distinct texture in your pocket, a smooth stone, a piece of wood, or a metal ring. As soon as you feel that phantom impulse to check your phone, do not fight it. Simply squeeze this object. Shift all your attention to the tactile sensation. This creates a powerful signal in the somatosensory cortex, which instantly grounds you and interrupts the automatic click cycle. Tool number 3, the Libet stretch. We know about the 300 millisecond head start your brain has. Our task is to artificially stretch that gap to 5 seconds. Make this a rule. Every time your finger hovers over an app icon, you are required to take 2 deep, conscious breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. This physiologically activates the vagus nerve and sends a signal to your prefrontal cortex. The owner is home, the autopilot can be switched off. These 5 seconds of breathing are the space of your true freedom. Choose only one tool for the next 24 hours. Do not try to change everything at once. Your nervous system is already working at its limit. Pick what resonated with you the most. Decolorize your screen, find your tactile anchor, or start breathing before every click. You will feel the chains of the algorithm begin to weaken and your attention, this priceless resource, finally coming back home. Congratulations, you have just made your first conscious choice, watching this video to the end, despite all the attempts by the algorithms to distract you. But knowing the theory and applying it in field conditions are 2 different things. To ensure you are not left alone against the digital avalanche, I have prepared a free tool for you. This is the Neuro-Shield Digital Resilience Checklist for Orchids. In this PDF guide, I have collected brief instructions for all 3 methods we discussed. Plus, I added a hidden YouTube setting that reduces dopamine addiction by another 30%. This is your personal survival map in a world of visual noise. Right now, click the link in the first pinned comment or in the description below this video. Download the checklist and save it to your device. This is your first physical act of protecting your attention. Do not put this off. The algorithms will do everything to make you forget about it in a minute. Make this click for yourself, not for the machine. You have the tools, and now you have a chance for a fair fight. But what if I told you the game is much bigger than just scrolling through your feed before bed? What if the algorithm does not just wait for your click, but starts shaping your day before you even open your eyes? There is a concept called mood pre-selection that is rarely discussed in public. It is a technology that determines whether you will feel depressed or energized today based on microsignals you left an entire week ago. In the next video, I will reveal the most terrifying secret: how your smartphone knows about your decision to change your life before you even realize it yourself, and why, for orchids in particular, this trap can become either a prison or the ultimate springboard. Click the video appearing on your screen right now. We are just beginning to hack your freedom. See you there.